Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Titans Season 4 Episode 1, Lex Luthor. I am so excited this show is back. I absolutely adore it. Is it perfect? No, but it's my show and I love it. I'm so excited to jump back into another adventure with these characters. I have heard a lot of very good things about this show. I know Joseph Morgan's going to be in this season and he's a fantastic actor, and I'm just really excited. I'm also guessing Lex Luthor is going to be in this season because the episode is called Lex Luthor. Scares me for Connor. A reminder that as always you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions to Titans on my Patreon, and let's go. Hello my love. Are my Titans just having a fun bowling day? I'm so happy right now. I will take an entire season of them just chilling out having fun. I'm sorry, it's mum and dad taking their kids bowling and I can't unsee it, and I'm so excited.
A few days ago I didn't think we were going to make it.
Oh, it's that recent? I'm so happy right now that this show is back. I don't know, my system, I'm fine.
You seem different.
Yeah?
He noticed.
I feel different.
I mean, a lot happened.
I feel free.
Free of the burden of the powers and, yeah.
Quit
Wasn't
a job I hate.
yours to pay, but...
I'm just glad we're all together.
Me too.
Me too.
Did he forget he can't catch? But also, I will die on the hill that is that Dick and Corey are in love and they deserve to be together. So I'm very happy right now, and they're about to ruin my happy bowling day, aren't they? Little Cheetah McCheetahson!
Hey, no, that's not fair.
What if someone else was watching?
Hey, just got off the phone with Bruce.
No, we're not going back to
I don't
Robin.
care what's
We're not
going
doing
on.
it.
Way too soon. I just left. For the record, I don't mind going back.
I love you, Gar.
It's about Metropolis.
I did hear that's where we might be going.
Talking about you, and he wants to meet you.
Superman wants to meet me? Are you serious? He said that.
Whoa.
This is incredible.
So the episode being called Lex Luthor makes me think it's not just going to be one of Connor's dads we're going to meet.
I can't even believe it's really happening.
Please say it gets to happen.
9 o'clock sharp. Let's start. Don't burn down the bowling alley. Definitely will.
I'm so happy. They let them stay this happy. My one request for this season, and I know that they filmed it already, and I can't change the outcome, is don't fracture the frickin' Titans again. Let them stay a unit. They can get separated, they can have an argument, but ultimately let them stay this close to each other, like they always are, but without the fracturing. My little family, this is where Titan shines. I'm so happy right now. I don't want to see ominous cars. Okay, I was happy in the bowling alley. Not even Lex Luthor, I presume, can dampen my day right now.
The Temple of Azeroth is now yours.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, Lex Luthor in an ancient tomb trying to get the powers of an ancient god, nothing wrong there.
It's gonna change everything.
I'm concerned. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Who is this? Oh no. Why is Rachel seeing blood too? And he's seeing blood. Happy bowling, take me back.
You good?
Oh my god, what is that and why is it affecting Rachel?
I'm fine.
You're not fine, sweetheart. If this ever happens again, you tell someone.
Since we heard you were coming today, but we've managed to put together a few things for you.
What is this gonna be? Fun or terrible?
Connor, I am afraid that I have some bad news.
Superman's not
Kal-El sends
coming.
his regrets.
He's not here.
He was called away on urgent business, a matter that did require his immediate attention.
Just gonna say that he can fly. So, yes, right now I fully believe he's busy. He can come visit Connor literally any other time, any other place.
He did leave you this.
A letter.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there to meet you today. But when I get back, I would very much like to see you and finally get to know you.
That's
Until then,
lovely.
please follow, but
He's gonna meet Lex first somehow, isn't he? Oh god, what are they doing? Are they doing something bad to them? What is this?
Thank you.
What happened?
Turned into a gorilla.
What?
And a velociraptor.
And one of those little guys with the shell.
He was not in control.
A turtle? Has anything like this ever happened before?
No.
Is it the cuff?
Your alpha waves fluctuated slightly.
You feeling okay?
Yeah.
First Rachel, now him, or is this unrelated?
All right.
It is hard to parent many children at once. Because Gar needs someone to talk to him right now. He's not okay. That was a very strange experience. And I'm not entirely sure that I trust it wasn't Star Labs that did it to him.
Along with several... He's extraordinary.
It's a lot of pressure. What's he like?
He's on for me.
Does he tell funny jokes? Dad jokes? Is he...
Is Superman.
What?
We've predicted the collapse of a red dwarf star near a planet that might hold life. When he gets there, he'll try to counteract the effects.
Whoa.
Save an entire galaxy from destruction.
No pressure. It is a huge... I mean, it's a wonderful legacy, but it's also a huge, burdenous legacy in a lot of ways.
Apparently I was born with it, but I just discovered it last week.
Okay, well, we can try to identify them.
This could be a good place for her to figure out her power.
Now, you've used only 8.1% of your total estimated kinetic output.
That's our girl.
Alright. The Robin suit?
It's not the Robin suit, right?
I knew it!
Or is it?
No.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? You've been a Titan for 5 minutes. Still something pretty cool, though.
You'll get there, my love.
This.
But I don't know how to use one of these.
Yet.
You're gonna teach me?
Starting tomorrow.
It's a long process, sweetheart, but we take our superheroing as responsibly as we can.
My pleasure.
Holy shit!
Who's driving that thing?
I am.
Are we allowed to sit, Nick?
You are.
Someone else can start a sign-up. You can go first. New kid.
They're so happy. And, I mean, there are already the signs of things that are going to go wrong, but it makes me happy. There's the good boy.
Phone just died. But I just charged it.
Oh god. Did Star Labs do something to them, or is this something else?
Connor, this is Lex Luthor.
Fuck.
I know this might seem a bit much, but I'd like to meet in person.
Sweetheart.
Come to LexCorp Tower tonight at 8 p.m.
Dude, this is how you should really try and introduce yourself, bitch.
Expect to see you then.
The whole reason we came to Metropolis was so that I could meet one of my parents.
I know, my love, but the
what
good
was it I
parent.
wanted? Am I supposed to just ignore him?
It is complicated for Connor. I'll give him that.
Ultimately, it's not our decision. It's Connor's.
We are a supportive family.
I don't like it, but if it's gonna happen, Corey's right.
We're
Get as
doing.
much information as we can first.
Of course he's not concerned.
Arrests, felony convictions, capital crimes, crimes of the high seas, space
And he's
crimes,
still free.
philanthropy.
Rachel. You were going to talk to Dick and Corey about this. Yes, you are.
Abilities.
I have a few questions for you, too.
Doing
Why
our
did
best
you
here.
leave Connor?
Doesn't the father have a right to meet his son?
You tried to kill
Ryan
him.
is evil, right?
After all, it is his decision.
He knows who you are. What you are.
He does, but he wants to connect.
He doesn't. And guidance.
You want to use him
He's
somehow.
prepared to one day.
Isn't that exactly how you're using him, Richard?
I knew he was looking straight at them.
I'd like you to meet some friends of mine.
Oh god. We still got his information, right?
Tim, stay down.
You haven't trained yet, sweetheart. You're good, but stay down.
Ninjas.
Kim, out of the way, down, behind something. Why Are there ninjas working for Lex Luthor? That is extremely random. I imagine everybody works for Lex Luthor. Tim! Dick's sword fighting is not something I was expecting at him. He immediately loses the sword when I praise the fact that he's sword fighting. Sweetheart. Fuck.
I expect an answer tonight.
The awful part is it is Connor's choice, but I don't know that Connor's emotionally in the place to make the best choice. Because going with Lex Luthor is never the right answer.
The Luthor Foundation.
Oh god, what is happening and what is this?
Because he's dying.
What?
Lex Luthor has 6 months to live. Your body's obviously stronger than his. There might be a way he can use it to fight his disease.
Just because he has a charitable foundation doesn't mean anything.
Blood transfusion. Maybe he's a terrible person. But I have to find that out for myself.
He's not
I have
wrong.
to know it before I can know what to do about it.
You don't owe him anything.
Maybe he owes me something.
That is
What?
true.
Answers?
But I'm still
Why
stressed
is that
about where
great?
this is going.
For what purpose? I still need to find out.
I love you, Connor. I'm stressed for
I
you.
can't tell you what to do. You're a part of our family.
You are.
If you leave, it's gonna hurt us.
Every time they call themselves a family, my heart grows bigger.
I know.
But people like Lex Luthor, they only destroy things.
That is exactly how I'm feeling about this.
You said it's Connor's choice. I just hope he made the right one.
He made the one that was right for him right now, and in the long run, we'll support him as best we can, I hope. Has he done the ritual yet? Or is that his last resort?
Meeting the great man, Steel.
I didn't meet him. He was away.
Saving lives?
Must have been devastating.
Something you wouldn't know anything
I
about.
hope I'm not too much of a discipline. Putting your own desires first. My father likes it.
Fuck off. He's putting his own desires first because you're a psychopathic mass murderer.
Because I'm the only person in the world who can truly understand you. The only one who will never judge you for being what you are.
How could I?
But the Luthor part, I mean, we all have goodness and badness
Why?
within us and we can choose how we act.
Why did you create me?
Connor, he deserves this conversation, but I don't trust Lex in the slightest.
Please stay.
Yes,
I knew he was going to say that.
I will.
Why? You've got what you wanted from
I have
him.
something I want to share with you.
I know here you see him and he looks sort of a bit sad and he's gentle and he's got a charity, but he's committed so many crimes and killed so many people. I don't think you're going to get the answers you want from him, Connor. You've had the meeting.
A project I've been working on.
Oh, Lord.
Death. You know, there's problems.
The Raven.
Partners may have. I may need your help.
True reason you wanted him? Always something you need. Oh my god.
Mr. Luthor?
What is happening?
Rose.
Oh, Rachel.
You okay?
At least everyone's gonna know for Rachel now.
Lex.
What is happening? What? Oh my god! Did the woman do the ritual or something?
Lex.
Oh no! I mean, I feel sad for Connor, but... Just leave, sweetheart. She did the ritual, didn't she?
Someone already
Fuck. Rachel's connected somehow. Okay, that episode was so good. I love the show so much. I love these characters so much. I love them. I love their found family aspect. The bowling scene at the beginning, gave me years to my life. I love the way they refer to themselves as a family. I love how they support each other, how you do have the dynamic of like Dick and Corey as the parents and they're the kids, but they also treat the kids with respect and they get a say in things that affect their lives. I really love that this episode was so focused on Connor, because I feel like obviously in season 2 we had the episodes where we met him and where he was introduced that were very Connor centric, but in season 3 he was kind of just there a lot of the time, whereas now we've got like this whole sort of episode centering around him, his place in the world, how he feels. I feel like a part of him feels burdened by Superman's legacy, like, oh, Superman's just off saving a random galaxy. It's a huge responsibility to sort of feel like this is what we do, this is what I'm expected to do. He's capable of it, of course he is, but it's still a big burden. And I suppose there's something about Lex's expectations that maybe because they are lower are easier to deal with. I don't know if that's fair, but I think these are the two parts of him, and ever since he found out that one part of him was an evil man and one part of him was the best man, it is a lot to deal with. But I think at the end of the day, Connor needs to remember that every single one of us has good and bad within us. There are people born to evil, nasty, awful parents who are good and kind people. The DNA you're given is not the be all and end all, the thing that makes you evil. I don't think that, I think it would take a pretty bad deed for the Titans to turn their back on him. The public is fickle. They, like, you know, Gotham turned on the Titans like last week, but the Titans aren't going to turn their back on you over something small. You would have to, like, I mean, the Dick treated Jason pretty well last season, despite everything Jason did. You know, rest in peace, Hank. But it is playing on Connor's fears. It was a very manipulative conversation. And I don't care in the least that Lex is dead, but I am sad that Connor had to witness it. And also, Clark, you can freaking fly. You can get from one place to one place instantly, essentially. Visit Connor whenever the frick you want to, okay? As soon as you are back from this planet, have a drink, go visit Connor. And by drink, I mean some water. Hydrate, kids. But it was sad to see Connor kind of building up so much the excitement that Superman, my father wants to meet me, and then he didn't, which laid the groundwork for Lex, of course. And I loved seeing Dick and Corey both so worried about the meeting, so desperately trying to protect Connor from it, and you know, all they both wanted to do was somehow forbid him and, you know, like send him to his room and lock the door so he can't go and see Mr. Bad Mr. Lex Luthor. But they also knew that Connor is a human, an adult, who's a lot older than his literal age, but he's, you know, someone that deserves to make the decision for himself. And sometimes in life you have to make certain decisions, and even if ultimately those decisions are going to be a mistake, are going to be a decision you regret, it's important that you made it yourself and that you got through it and you know the truth now. So I love the way they talked about all of that. I loved how they could share their worries together and be there for Connor, both with getting the intel in the first place and then with everything that came afterwards. His family will take him straight back. And I love that it wasn't like Connor was saying, I don't have a family and I don't have a place in this world. He was fully acknowledging, yes, you guys are my family. Yes, I am happy here and I know my leaving is going to hurt, but I do need to find this thing about who made me who I am. And fair enough if that's what he wanted to do. I am so fucking relieved Lex is dead, because it means Connor's not going to stay with him. I hope. I mean, Connor may end up choosing a different path than the Titans, because, you know, something in the Titans we are very big on is choice. And you know, the comment Lex made to Dick about like, oh, you're using him as a weapon, aren't you? Didn't Bruce teach you better? And it's like the whole point of the Titans with these particular kids is Dick has ended up with this group of young people who were going to be in this kind of life anyway. They were either going to have danger following them every step of the way regardless, or they were going to throw themselves into it whether he did it or not. And he has tried to give them the safest avenue in which to do that. You know, in season 2 we had Rachel, Gar and Jason being frustrated because all Dick wanted them to do was train and not go on any actual missions. You know, now we've got Tim being like, oh my god, I'm getting my Robin suit, I'm gonna go fight, and Dick's like, just stay in the corner, I'll train you tomorrow, because he's trying to have a more responsible approach to the whole training kids to be vigilante business. And these are children that, I mean, I call them children. Most of them I think are now probably a little bit older, so but young people, children, I don't know, they're children to me. I'm old. Who would be doing this anyway. You know, with potentially with Gar's ability, he could just try and have a normal life and blend in, you know, just, oh, I dye my hair green, I like green, and just never transform. But it's a part of who he is, and if he wants to do good with it. With Rachel, she's, you know, she had such a sort of troubled upbringing, and then everything that happened with her father, her worldview in life was never going to be normal again, but this gives her a family and an outlet and a way to do good with those powers. And then with Tim, I mean, Tim was the most eager vigilante ever. You know, he would have been, if they hadn't taken him in soon, he probably would have ended up doing it by himself, and that would have been 10 times more dangerous for him. So I do think it's important that is a distinction. So if Connor were to say, and with Connor, he is literally half Superman, half Lex Luthor. He's been on the earth for like 3 years despite being a grown man. You know, he is a special case where he doesn't have a family to go to. Now, I think he has enough connections through like Bruce or Superman or whatever that if he were to say, I want a normal life, they would support him in that. But given that he has these abilities and he has such a good heart, he wants more. So I think it's important that they do, to acknowledge that what Lex said was stupid. They give them a choice. That's the whole point of this, is we are a family who look out for each other and respect each other. And I really hope we keep that bond as tight as it is right now throughout season 4 of Titans, because we had it fracturing in season 2, and it wasn't so much fracturing. There were kind of fractures in season 3, but it was very much everyone separate all the time. And I kind of would like to see the core of the Titans staying true throughout. Oh, so much happened to this. My shipping heart, Dick and Corey, they're in love, and you can't convince me otherwise. I love all the kids together. I think it's important that Connor went to see Lex. I'm sad that he chose to stay with him, but I also can kind of see that there's a part of him that is like, this is a part of me. And you know, I feel like without having met Clark, he's almost got to know the superhero side of him through hanging out with the Titans, because they are all such good people. They are people that, even if they have darkness within them, aspire to do good and try and help people, where he hasn't really seen this other side. And he obviously will be worrying that, oh, I'm going to do something to Lex Luthor one day and they're all going to hate me. With Corey, is she going to be missing her Starfire powers? I mean, she's still a Starfire. You know, she has different powers now and she doesn't know how to use them. Is she as okay as she seemed? Because, you know, when she talked to Dick, she was kind of like, I feel free now, I'm myself. But she's had those powers for so long. Does it feel weird? Does she miss them? And she's barely tapped into the beginning of her potential, because she's everything, and I'm so excited. Then we have, so obviously, I don't yet know how Sebastian Blood, I believe that is his name, is tied into the woman in the temple and Lex Luthor and the ritual and Rachel. They are all connected somehow because they have all been having these visions. I did initially wonder if Gar's transformation freakout was going to be as part of that as well, but it didn't seem to be yet, because we'll figure out eventually obviously how they are linked, and who the figure in the mask was that attacked the random people in their home. Was that the woman from the temple? We'll find out. I'm just speculating because I don't have answers yet. Rachel is linked, the Raven is linked. I guess that means that it's linked to the sort of Trigon-esque magical poweriness. Very concerned for Rachel, but thank God she wasn't telling Dick and Corey, I've been having weird visions of blood and stuff. No, she wasn't telling them that. So now she's had such a public episode of freaking out and not being okay, she'll have to tell them. Thank goodness, children tell people things. I'm very worried about her and what this could mean. I'm very intrigued about Sebastian Blood, because he just seems like a sort of meek, mild taxidermist who's come up with a way to give people pleasure for a few hours. I'm concerned. And what I know of Sebastian Blood from the Arrowverse is I don't think it's going to be anything like the same character. But he was not a good guy, and he's Joseph Morgan. And, you know, Joseph Morgan has such a brilliant range, as we kind of saw with the Mirror episode here. And what was happening with the sort of... Does he have a split personality? Has he always had one? Is he developing one now? It's all very interesting, and I'm excited to find that out. We've got what Temple Woman is up to. I mean, she's got her revenge on Lex Luthor, but what is her ultimate goal? How is Rachel linked? How is Sebastian Blood linked? Gar, you know, he had the suit, and then he went kablooey, and he was seeing the landscape with the tree, and when he came to, he had no memory of any of the things he had turned into, which is obviously very terrifying, because it could reach a point where he is afraid to transform. Because what if in the middle of the fight he's like, I'm gonna transform, but then he goes haywire and he starts hurting his friends instead of the enemy. I I'm such a suspicious person. The Star Labs were so happy to see them that I was immediately like, they've done something. I mean, given that they kind of were setting up that Tim liked the guy that showed them around, maybe Star Labs is just the nice Star Labs that we know it to be, but you know, I'm a suspicious soul. If anyone looks too happy to see my characters, I'm like, what have you done? I'm worried about Gar, and I hope we're going to explore more of that as well. I love this show. I love this group of characters, and I'm so excited to see where it goes next. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.